Hello everyone, welcome to Analog IS Prelims High Yielding Series for Prelims 2020, and the topic for this video is New Tuberculosis Drug Pyritonamide. In this series of Prelims 2020, we have already discussed about another aspect of tuberculosis. If you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch it. To give a background about the necessity of this particular drug, let us understand a few statistics. So worldwide, tuberculosis has surpassed HIV/AIDS as the leading cause of death due to infectious diseases. So this trend has been changed ever since COVID-19 has come up, but in India at this particular point of time, we can safely say that more people are dying because of tuberculosis, and cumulatively the number of people who died due to tuberculosis is much higher than COVID-19. However, it did not get the kind of attention it deserved because of various reasons, including the socio-economic reasons. A set of critics often criticize that tuberculosis is a disease that mainly attacks the poor. So, since it has not affected the rich just like COVID-19, there has been a culture of complacence surrounding tuberculosis, and the seriousness with which R&D works happen is very low, because these R&D works regarding tuberculosis will be very expensive. This is because R&D involves a lot of trials and most of them will fail. Any profit driven company will not invest in the research and development of these high expensive drugs and ensure that these drugs are available at market rate, because they just don't get their investment back. And most of the patients come from poor background and therefore they can't afford this. That is the reason for very low research on tuberculosis drugs. So annually, India accounts for 27% of the global TB burden. As per World Health Organization, an estimated 4.5 lakh people have multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. We have already discussed this concept in our video pertaining to antimicrobial resistance. If you haven't watched it, please go back and watch it. So, with this multi-drug resistant tuberculosis, nearly 37,000 people are infected, and XDR TB or extensively drug resistant TB is a rare type of multi-drug resistant tuberculosis that is resistant to even first line drugs like isoniazid and rifampin. So India has 24% of the multi-drug resistant TB cases in the world. So all these statistics give you a picture about how serious the problem of tuberculosis is in our country. So with the advent of this new drug pyritonamide, this problem of MDR TB and XDR TB will be significantly solved. That is why it is celebrated across the pharma circles, because they have finally found a product which can be affordable to the common public as well. Pyritonamide is the only third anti-TB drug approved by US FDA in more than 40 years. The drug was developed and tested by New York-based non-profit organization TB Alliance. So note this point, that a non-profit organization had to develop a TB drug that is acceptable by US FDA in 40 years. This tells us about how we have to form alliances for creating a research and development pool when it comes to pharma sector, and this should be intergovernmental and also include as many stakeholders as possible, because if it is simply left alone to the private sector, they would be driven by profits, and this is the result. So if we get into the details of this drug and its advantages, normally the duration of treatment for drug resistant TB will be somewhere around 18 to 24 months. Now with the advent of this pyritonamide drug, 6 to 9 months is the timeline that we are looking at, and the 3-drug regimen which is very famous for TB treatment, that is bedaquiline, pretomanid and linezolid. This is called the BPAL regimen. So the all oral 3-drug regimen can vastly improve the treatment success rate, as we have a tendency to drop out in the middle because of the long gestation periods involved in the treatment of this tuberculosis. Time and again, various NGOs and governments have struggled to ensure that people have a better picture about the tuberculosis status in their body. So government has been struggling from time and again to get these people into a treatment regimen. Sometimes they drop out of this treatment regimen midway, and this only worsens their conditions, leading into multi-drug resistant TB. So importantly, the regimen was found to be safe and effective in curing TB in people living with HIV. This is again another important problem, because as we have seen in earlier videos as well, HIV is all about developing immunity. This is an acquired immunodeficiency, as the name AIDS indicates. This acquired immunodeficiency causes the body to be more vulnerable to infections like TB. So people with HIV struggle to get their cure for TB. Now this pretomanid also helps, not just the pretomanid, the BPAL regimen also helps HIV AIDS patients as well. And unlike bedaquiline, which is very expensive, this is very cheap. Let us have a look at this question. BPAL regimen is used for treating adults with extensive drug resistant TB. This statement is right. Having AIDS means deficiency of immune system acquired during the lifetime of an individual. Again, this statement is also right. So both the statements are right. Now please pause your video. If you haven't watched the previous videos on tuberculosis, please go back to those videos. Answer this question after you watch those, and please post your answers in the comment section below. That's it for now. Thank you.